What's going on, everybody? It's me, AJ from ajFitness. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow me on Twitter at Fitness with AJ, and make sure you guys like the Facebook page. Anyway, as you can see here, I am warming up my shoulders because why? It is shoulder day, and I'll be focusing mainly on the military press. The reason why I'm doing this interesting warm-up is because you need to understand that your shoulder is the most mobile joint on your body. And because of that, that means that it is very prone to injury. So the first thing you need to do is make sure you're taking care of yourself, warm up your muscles, especially, and of course warm up your joints as well. And as you can see here, I'm just going through different motions to hit all the different parts of my deltoids, posterior, anterior, and the middle of my shoulder. Right there is posterior. And another thing, guys, I noticed in my first two videos that I didn't talk about my diet. Right now, I changed my diet to consist of a lot of carbs. I'm taking in about 280 grams of carbs, 280 to 300 grams of carbs a day, as well as an increased amount of protein. I'm taking a bit over my body weight in grams of protein, so I'm 170 pounds here. I'm taking in about 200 grams of protein. Now we're going to move on to the main lift for the day, and this main lift is military press. Now I'm going to be doing seated military presses forever because I'm 5'11", almost 6 feet, and the fact that I'm holding 100 plus pounds above my head, leverage and gravity are going to work against me. And if anything were to go wrong while doing shoulder presses, I could seriously hurt myself. My back is very vulnerable during standing military presses, and I seriously just don't feel comfortable doing standing military presses. It's up to you guys to either do seated or standing. You're working out at your own risk. This is what I'm going to do, so that's too bad. Here, that was, 25? That was 95 pounds. Pump those out very easily. I did that for, I believe, 10 reps. And we're going to up the weight to, what is this, 70? I can't remember what I did. This is going to be 115 pounds. And as you can see, I'm keeping the motion very controlled, very smooth. I'm not going to jerk anything because you can really injure yourself if you're not focusing on your form, your technique, and your speed, and the pace of your reps. And finally, we're moving on to not even the heaviest set yet, because I add 5 pounds in the next clip, 135 pounds. This actually was pretty hard. And I do this for 5 sets, 5 reps each set. Now, going back to what I was saying about focusing on your form and technique, mental preparation for any sort of huge lift, squats, bench press, military press, deadlifts, you can't just walk up to the bar and expect to just, pick it up and move it. I mean, you really have to be focused when doing this, especially when you could hurt yourself. As you can see here, that's my mental prep. I get myself pumped up. I make sure that my breathing is controlled throughout the entire set. And here's my heaviest weight that I'm going to go up to, which is 140. You can see the little 2.5 pound plates there. And just to go over, briefly go over what this program is, it's basically a combination of a lot of powerlifting programs and mass gaining programs. I'm going to be increasing the weight for my main lifts. Right here I paused because I just was not feeling it. So I gave myself a few seconds rest and got the last rep. I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to do this half-assed, you guys. Anyway, the program consists of 4 main lifts, starting with squats, then bench press, then deadlifts, and what you guys are seeing here, military press. Now, one thing I noticed on my other videos is that you guys commented and gave me some constructive criticism on my form and gave me some tips that I never even heard of before. I just want to say thanks a lot for that. Definitely going to try some of those tips. But if it gets to the point where you guys start saying stuff like, oh, your form needs you need to go lower and whatnot. Um, I will be uploading my squat video very soon, and I know what to expect from your comments, guys. I know you guys will say, "Oh, you need to go lower." Guys, I've been running track my entire life. The first body part I learned to work out were my legs. We took lifting very seriously in high school, and we treated our legs as if they were made out of precious diamonds. You know, just to give you an example of how seriously we took it. So, guys, I know what I'm doing for squats, but we're not doing squats in this video. We're doing military press, working on shoulders, and that was the last set. And we're gonna move on to dumbbell flies. I'm gonna be doing these with a significantly heavy weight as well. Now, with the other lifts during the week, shoulders are going to be the only ones where I'm going to be doing 2 exercises for my shoulders, because your shoulders need to be hit in different directions. So today I'm going to be hitting the sides of my shoulders, and so next week I'll maybe hit the back of my shoulders and do some rear delt flies. But this week I'm doing lateral flies. First set I used 30-pound dumbbells. This is 35-pound dumbbells. And one tip I would say, if you guys ever do this, if you're going to be doing flies, you don't have to keep your arms straight. As a matter of fact, don't keep your arms straight and do the flies, because that puts a huge amount of tension on the tendons in your elbows. And the last thing you'd want is to have elbow pain for the rest of your life. So, give a little bend in your elbows, and that actually helps you emphasize more on the form of a fly. You're working your shoulder, not any other part of your arm. So having straight arms is not what you want to do for this. And moved up to 40 here, 40 pounds. Doing this for 3 sets of 40 pounds for 5 reps. 5 reps per set. I'm having a lot of trouble talking today, guys. I don't know why. Oh, and I think I deserve a round of applause, because I did this entire workout without a pre-workout supplement. I mean, not really a round of applause, but a lot of times when I am doing a very, very intense program, it's good to have a pre-workout. But I'm completely out of supplements actually right now. I'm not taking any supplements. I take that back. I am taking glutamine and branched-chain amino acids. Those are the only supplements that I have stocked up on right now. And the rest is just a normal diet of regular food. But, okay, now we're going on to calf raises. Sorry, I'm like falling behind the video. This is a 135-pound barbell. Now, this is an awkward angle. I really couldn't find the perfect angle, so I just decided to film my calves going up and down. I believe 12 reps with 135 pounds. Next set I do 225 pounds and do those for 10 reps. Now for the calf raises, I did a small pyramid. I used the pyramid strategy. I went up in weight, 225, and then I went back down in weight, back to 135. So there really was it wasn't a broad spectrum of weight. Only two different volumes. And another thing about calves is that I'm going to be working my calves twice a week, or 2 to 3 times a week, because I still want my calves to grow a little bit bigger. So I feel as if my calves respond to growth when I train them multiple times during the week. That may be different for somebody else. You would probably just train your calves once a week and then they would grow from that. But I find that doing calf raises and sprints has seriously helped me build up my calves. If not build them larger, see more definition, but they've definitely gotten larger in my opinion. Here's a better angle. You really can't see my calves in this one, but you can just see my butt and my back going up and down on the calf raises. And I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I'm standing on 2 35-pound plates. Now what that allows me to do is that gives me a deficit. I can increase the range of motion for my calf raises and work more of my calves. And another tip for doing calf raises is to be explosive. You should be explosive in just about any exercise, but especially calves and squats. being explosive throughout the entire motion, your benefits will definitely just shoot up. I mean, as in like your results will be a lot better rather than just doing it with a very slow and controlled motion. Well, of course, be controlled when exploding up, but you know what I mean. And now finally, we move on to core. Now this was a bad angle. This was the first set, so I fixed it after this one. But what I'm doing here, what you can barely see me doing here, are rope twists. I'm working my obliques. Now I remember making another video not too long ago doing this, demonstrating the same exercise. And the reason why I choose to do a twisting motion rather than a side bending motion is because your obliques mainly are what are responsible for you for twisting your torso, your obliques, core, and your back. So this is why I want to emphasize, this is how I'm emphasizing on hitting these core muscles. This is a better angle, as you can see. Now this one I went up in weight, very, very heavy. As you can see in my face that it's quite hard to pull that weight with my obliques. And when I do this, I make sure that I do not incorporate my shoulders in this. I'm just twisting more my torso. I have to get ready. See, it was really hard for me to get the weight out, but I got it. See, just a nice twisting motion in the torso. Now I did this for, I changed the amount of reps per set because I felt as if I could do more. And if I could do more, I'd rather increase the weight or increase the amount of reps I do. And I decided to increase the amount of reps because if I were to have increased the amount of weight, then I would start breaking form and I would just be moving like a total idiot and I would look really stupid in the gym. But most importantly, I wouldn't get anything out of the workout. So I sacrificed using more weight for more reps, which there's nothing wrong with that. And so I try to bring the rope from my top left shoulder, well at this point, my top left shoulder all the way down towards my leg. Full range of motion, you guys. Don't half-ass it and just kind of barely even move. And by using heavier weight, I'm able to help build the core muscles. And so next time I drop fat for a show, I will be even more shredded in the core. So hopefully that's what will happen. And we are reaching the end of the video. Once again, guys, I'm going to post the exercises that I did in this video. You can use them, you can do the same routine I did or modify it to how you'd want to train. This is all just, this video is mainly to show you guys, what exactly I'm doing and how it's affecting me. You don't have to take my routine and do it exactly. You can if you want, but don't be mad if you don't see the results that you want to, because you are a different person. That's something that we should all understand. So thanks a lot, guys, for watching, and once again, make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Twitter, and like the Facebook page. Take care, everybody.